Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. My name is LynzloByChoice and you're choosing to watch this video. You're choosing to build with me and I'm so happy about it. This is for a therapist and an at-home therapist at that. So I am excited to show you this. This is definitely in a different style than I'm used to on the outside. Definitely on brand for me on the inside, but I'm happy that you're here and let's get into it because we're already done building the base of this home. So as you can see, I decided to play with a lot of shapes for this one, and I had to use that door that we got from Eco Lifestyle, so I had to go with it. And this is actually a two-leveled home with only the bedroom, an open bedroom actually, a bathroom, and a little seating area at the top. And I love the way that this turns out, and I'm really hoping that you all love it too. The main colors on the outside are definitely on the grayish side. So we see a lot of grays, we see black and a tan beige. So my entire inspiration was definitely that this home was for a therapist who actually sees clients in her home, and this was my inspiration because they actually have it their own office, but they have tailored spaces for clients who come over to like lay on the couch, to just really give out all of their emotions, and there are like tissues next to them. She has her degree up on the wall, and you can see that that is really like the inspiration that was for it. But then also I wanted to include these really cool features in this home that really separated it from all the other homes that I've done before. And then I already know you're gonna ask, well, what makes this home different than the other ones? Is the diagonal wall feature. That one is one, but also we have those bump outs in front of this home. That's new. I actually did, this is my first time doing a home with staircases like this. So there are a lot of cool features in this home that I really had so much fun, kind of creating, but also figuring out what my limits are in The Sims 4. Because when I tell you doing this staircase, this new staircase was the hardest thing, because I didn't know that they didn't want things directly underneath the staircase. And so I wanted to make sure that, this home was ready for you all in case you wanted to download it off the gallery. So I had to play test it, and when I was play testing it, I could not get my Sims upstairs. They could always, like, I could teleport them up and they could walk down, but they could never walk up. So I was like, this is the most difficult thing I have ever tried to do. But once I got into it, it was not that bad at all. And you can see in the top, I actually tried to close off the space, but then I was like, it'll just be better if I had them walk straight up into their bedroom and a bathroom right there, because this home actually has two bathrooms and one bed, and one of the bathrooms are downstairs and one of them is upstairs. So it's a really spacious one bedroom, two bath home. You could definitely make this a two bedroom if you wanted to change the office space to be another bedroom. That's a possibility, but I did make this for a therapist, so they needed their own office. So for this living room, I definitely wanted to go for something a little bit more classic. So we see a lot of blacks, because whenever I think of classic, I definitely get drawn to black, and we have accents of cream and blue. I think this living room was definitely one of the easier parts of this home, only because once I found these items and realized that the swatches work perfectly, it just kind of flowed from there. And so from there, I end up working on the dining room, but only to place these glass things on top of here. And I would like for them to be roof kind of decals, but they also work on the floor, and I just put them on the roof because I feel like it would just add this nice skylight feature without actually adding a roof. And then I moved right into the kitchen, and for this one I definitely wanted to lean into this kind of coffee thing. Like they love caffeinated drinks, so I wanted to give them coffee, especially the two-piece coffee machine, but that did not work because that's when my sim could not walk up the stairs. So I did have to change a few things out, but in the end, they do end up getting a coffee machine, just not, the two-piece kind of thing you see there. And it was at this moment where I decided it would be the perfect time to, add some things on the outside, especially working on the exterior paint. So that's when I came into a decision that I wanted to go with gray. And I stuck to it, and that is what you just saw. Now, I thought, I wanted to add a bookcase outside, and there's also, some books on the inside, especially in her office. And I say her because I did make a sim for this. I don't know why I felt the need to make an actual sim for this home, and I think, it just works. I don't know. When I think about it in my head, I'm like, it just makes more sense to make a sim for this. Even though I'm not actually going to play this sim and there's no therapist career, I felt the need to do it, and I don't know why. But now you know what happens and you know what goes through my mind when I was making this. So that's good. And for this one, I did want to go with this gray and green, but I do end up opting to go for something completely different. It does become more of a yellow, but I love this bathroom because it's like so much storage, and I put a lot of clutter in here, especially, for this home. Not technically like a lot of clutter, but it's enough clutter for this home because I feel like this therapist actually wouldn't mind, making that house livable. Not that it needs to look perfect all the time, but it just needs to be functional for them. And I feel like this makes it look like it is a little bit on the functional side. So I really hope you like this because I loved building this. It was so much fun. I had so much fun doing this, really, because I had to explore a lot of different ways of decorating, but also to think about how my Sims are going to, go through this home. I find it so challenging for myself only because what makes this different than like real life, building in real life? And so I try to make all my builds very practical, and I shouldn't have to do that. It is The Sims 4. It doesn't always have to be very realistic and things. So I want to try to have more fun when I'm building. So please let me know. Make some suggestions on what you'd like to see. If you would like to see anything, I would love to, hear it. So please comment in this video. Also like this video if you are liking this video and me talking through this, giving you my explanation of what I thought. And if you want to download this, it's already up in the gallery. It's under LynzloByChoice, which is the same name for my TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. So feel free to check those out if you'd like to also download this build, and subscribe to the channel. I would love to hang out with you a little bit more, so go ahead and do that. Click the notification bell, that way you can be notified whenever I post new videos. And I'm so happy that you're here. We are nearing the end, but we still have a few things to go, and I love all the clutter I end up adding under this. So you can see I put the coffee machine, so I definitely needed to add all these mugs, and then I had the book and pins and stuff just in case they wanted to add some notes. And I think this feature is probably one of my favorites, and that's adding those wall decals up against the counter. I am not sure why I thought this would be the perfect time to do it, but it works because it ties in the living room with that cream, and it just makes it very cohesive, and that's exactly what I wanted for this home. So we are back in the bedroom, and in the bedroom I definitely wanted to go for some colors that really worked, and it's something that was a little bit more neutral. So you can see we are off to a great start here. I've actually never used that bed before, so I'm really excited to be showing you all this one because this is the first time I've used it, and I feel like I love this swatch only. And so I do go back down here in the office just to place a few things, but I do end up going with this swatch, and like I said, I really only like this swatch. There's the other one, the tan one, and that one's cute, but I really think this one works because I am put it towards, this light-ish color, and then you have, the light woods, you have this soft blue, and it kind of just all works together. And I'm pretty sure I might use it in another build, this bed in the other swatch, but this one works perfectly, and I feel like the decorations were working and everything is just really cohesive, and I'm really proud of this, and I really hope you all like it. So again, if you do, go ahead and download it off the gallery and like this video because I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm really glad that you're here experiencing this with me. So at this point, I think we are nearing the end. I'm adding a few more things of finishing touches here, like what color paint I want all the walls. Am I adding a few of those light switches just to make it a little bit more realistic? You know, things like that. And I do love that flooring, and that's something that we got from Get Famous, and I didn't think that I'd like it that much, but I think the white tile with the gold accents is perfect, and I really like that item. I wish I would have known about it a little bit sooner, but here we are. Like I said, we're adding a few more things of finishing touches here. I do have to go outside just for a little bit just to add a few more things of, you know, terrain paint. We add a few more things of, you know, bushes, things like that. And I feel like this is the perfect time, you know, to do that because we are nearing the end. I added those bikes only because I think they don't want to have a car. Not that they don't know how to drive, but just because they love the scenery that they have. They love where they are and where they live. So they like to bike around. They like to go on hikes, things like that, because you know, they are a therapist. I feel like they're into mindfulness. I think they are into yoga classes, things like that. I didn't put any of those in the decorations, but that's my thought process for adding the bike, and it just kind of spirals from there. So we've added all the bushes, all the small plants that we need. Now it's on to terrain paint, and I'm so happy I started using these because terrain paint really makes the build like it's like you see the dirt of where the plants are and everything, and it just works, you know. I hope to see you all in the next video. Please have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all then. Bye everyone.